Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to continue with solving multi-step equations, but I'm going to introduce you to some special types of solutions. Don't forget to fill in your homework score. So, continuing from our warm-up, I'd like you to think about whether you agree or disagree with the following statement. When you solve an equation, there is always only one answer or solution. Let's take a look at these two equations to help us decide. If I look at the equation on the left and I try to solve for x, the first thing that I need to do is get all variables on one side. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. 2x minus 2x is 0. 2x minus 2x is 0. They completely disappear. We're left without any variables, and the solution 3 equals -2. Is that solution possible? What does that solution mean? Let's take a look at the other example. On this side, the first thing that I need to do to solve is to distribute. That gives me 2x plus 6 equals 2x plus 6. Now I need to combine like terms, or move all variables to one side, so I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. 2x minus 2x is 0. 2x minus 2x is 0. I'm left with only 6 equals 6. The variables have disappeared. What kind of a solution is that? So, what do we think? When you solve an equation, there is always only one answer or solution. Did we come up with one answer? Did we find out that x equals a number? We did not. We found something else. And that something else is called infinite solutions or no solution. There are in fact 3 possible types of solutions when solving an equation. One solution, which we've seen a lot of, and these 2 new ones. So infinite solutions means that any number can be substituted and work as a solution to the equation. What do I mean by that? Well, let's go back and look. The second equation here is what we would call infinite solutions. 6 equals 6 is a true statement. Those are equivalent. In fact, this side is equal to this side. They are the same expression. So because they are the same expression, no matter what number I put in for x, both sides will still be equivalent. You could choose the number 100. 2 times 100 plus 3 is going to be equal to 2 times 100 plus 6. This gives me 103 times 2, 206. This gives me 200 plus 6, 206. They are equivalent. Any x value will work. It is infinitely possible. The second option, no solution, means no number can be substituted to make the equation true. No number in the entire universe will be a solution. For example, looking at this one, where it says 3 equals negative 2. 3 is not equal to negative 2. It's not possible. It's not a solution. There is no number that I try that will make this side equal the same thing as this side, because these two expressions are not equivalent. All right, let's look at the last option, one solution. One solution means only one number, when substituted, makes the equation true. Okay, so let's look at 3 examples of these 3 solutions. So we're going to have to figure out which is which type of solution. We've got 3 examples, we've got 1 of each. So let's just start with the first equation. In order to solve this equation, the first thing I need to do is distribute. That will give me 5 plus 2n plus 2 equals 2n. I need to simplify both sides of the equation. Oops, was using red. 5 and 2 gives me 7, so I've got 2n plus 7 equals 2n. Move all variables to one side, and poof, look what happened. Variables disappeared. I'm left with 7 equals 0. What type of solution is that? It's no solution. Try the middle one. Might be a good idea to pause it and try it yourself and see if you're getting this. First thing we're going to do is distribute. That gives us 6n plus 24 equals negative 18. Both sides are simplified. I only have one variable, so now I'm going to add or subtract. That gives me negative 42 is equal to 6n. Multiply or divide. N is equal to negative 7. What kind of solution is that? Well, we know what the variable equals. The variable did not disappear, so that's what we call one solution. You do not have to write one solution when there is one solution. You just tell us what the solution is. So now we know the last one's going to be infinite solutions, but let's make sure we can solve it correctly. First thing I'm going to do is distribute. That gives me 14v plus 6 equals 10 plus 14v minus 4. Now I need to simplify each side. I've got 10 and negative 4 that can be combined. That gives me 14v plus 6 equals 6 plus 14v. Move all variables to one side. That gives me 6 equals 6. The variables have disappeared. That gives me the solution, infinite solutions. Now, some of you geniuses out there might start seeing that you can know the solution before you've completely solved the problem. If you can see that you have the same value, the same coefficient with the variable on both sides, you know that it's not going to be one solution. Then you can look at whether both sides are going to be equal. Once you know the solution, you can stop and tell me what it is. Some of you might have to finish more than others in order to determine what the solution is. That's perfectly acceptable. I'd like you to do some more practice on My Math Lab. I believe there are less than 10 problems. Good luck.